welcome back. The primer coat was just done. When you watch the video, we had Henry, during the process of priming, we had him show you, we just wanted to illustrate how fast the drying time was. He was able to put a primer coat on, go back and actually fix some of the seams with the caulk along here before the primer was really set up. So I just wanted to illustrate to you how you can work on the product after you've just sprayed it. So that kind of was just set up for us to do. So everything's primed. I want to show you right now the multi-spec gun Henry has. Henry, you want to step in here so we can see that? This is our multi-spec gun. Henry's already poured in the color that we're going to be using.
We're going to use 68.
So it's a, you can see it's a gravity fed gun through the top. It goes in, and then with our low pressure sprayer, it sprinkles out the multi-spec without actually spraying it on so hard where the paint specks just splatter. So it's a very low intense thing, and you'll see how Henry does it as he goes through the process. So let me get out of the way so Henry can get going.
Then we're gonna open. See? So don't spray wide. If we're not doing this, it's gonna be spraying everywhere. You have to like use it. This, and then just
things about doing a countertop is when you're spraying the multi-spec on it, is make sure that your final product, everything is even. It all looks nice and symmetrical. There's no heavy spots. There's no, too much in one place. Everything is even. The whole flow of the cabinet with the color scheme looks great. Henry did a fantastic job. It's nice, neat and clean. Looks good. This is going to have to set up and dry a little bit before we can get back on it and shoot it with the clear coat. So once that's done, we'll be finished. But this is a fantastic job. Okay, we're back outside. Henry just finished cleaning his gun. He cleaned it in the same process that he did with the tub that we did earlier today. So the gun is clean. Now Henry's setting up. We're gonna put together the ratios to show you for the clear coat. That's gonna be the final coat on top of the countertop. So we have the catalyst. It's gonna be a 50-50 mix. This is the same catalyst that we use for the paint, okay, which is a little bit different from the primer. All right, so we got a 50% catalyst. It's the paint catalyst, and that also goes with the 50% clear coat resin that we use.
40%?
Yeah,
40.
Oh, so it's a 40-40?
10.
Okay, and so we're going to throw the xylene in it too. So basically, you're going to use the same process as you do for paint. So you got 40 catalyst, 40 the clear coat resin, and a 10% mixture with the xylene, which gives it that real shiny finish. Inside, part of the process is making sure that the multi-spec is dry before you go on to the next step. Henry's kind of bringing it along a little quicker by using the heat gun, which is fine. If you get it at a certain kind of angle and you can look in the light, you're going to see like a shine on the multi-spec. The shine on the multi-spec means it's not thoroughly dry, so it's still wet. Part of the process is doing a light sand just to knock down the high spots. Then once that's done, we'll shoot it with the clear coat. If the multi-specs are not dry, when you go to sand it, it's almost like smearing the paint. If you do that, you've really ruined the surface, and you almost really have to start again, and it's a lot of work. So this is a key phase in the countertop scenario. Make sure that the multi-spec is thoroughly dry before you put a sanding block on it. Henry just finished with the light sanding. He used the sandpaper. You can see he's still wiping it down over there on the top.
Just the dust.
It's he used the 5-inch round sandpaper that he uses on the orbital sander. So it's a light sand. He's just knocking down the top edges of the multi-spec, anything sticking up, so it gives it a nice smooth finish when he finishes with the final spray coat. After he knocks it down, he goes back with the cloth. No chemical, he just wipes it down to knock anything off, and then we're ready for the clear coat. One of the things Henry was doing that how we handle the application of the clear coat, Henry used what we call, it's more like a grid pattern when he sprayed it on, so that we can ensure 100% coverage of the clear coat on the countertop. Henry started by going in this direction. He worked the gun back and forth all the way across the counter. Same with the backsplash. He went, everything was one direction. Okay, once he finished that, we hit it with the hose to just let it dry a little bit. Henry went back, and then he went in the opposite direction to make sure that the grid was complete and everything was covered. So then he goes back this way, back and forth, like a 50% overlap in each stroke. He worked it all the way across, and he finished up, and now things look spectacular. Great job. We're going to go ahead and take the protection off, give it a clean up, put the appliances back where they need to be, and that'll be it. I'll meet you outside. thank you for watching the video. We're all finished here with the multi-spec countertop. Henry, thank you. Very well done. And wait for our next video.